Hey, everybody. So I'm trying to wait and see who we're going to get in here tonight before we get started. Waiting on you guys to see who's going to show up tonight. It's Friday, y'all. It's Friday. A lot of us are happy that it's Friday. Yay. It's so weird because the laptop, when I see myself on the laptop, everything is reversed. So as I'm facing this, my nose ring is on the left side on my left side of my nose, but in the video from the laptop, it's on the right. It's so weird. It's just really weird. Guys, it's been a long week, but we made it. So thankful that we made it through. Just wait a few more minutes and then we're going to get started. I'm just trying to see if there's anybody that's going to join and be a part of this. If they do, that would be great. If they don't, you guys get to watch it later once I'm finished. I got to get me some bells and different things going and get a proper setup. I need a tripod and all kind of stuff to try to get this channel going. Because I'd rather just you guys see the cards as I pull them. This setup is okay for beginners, but it's not quite what I want. But we're here and we're going to be okay. Okay. Wait one more minute. You guys have 5 minutes to get in here once I start a live, okay? I'll give you 5 minutes. And then we just gonna move on. As this channel grows, the subscription grows, you guys turn your notifications on and all of that. We can start scheduling better times. I know it's the holiday weekend. I get it. Probably have family over, loved ones and friends and family. It's a time to enjoy the people that you love. Yeah, some that are near and some that are far that coming together for the holidays that ain't seen each other in a while. It's that kind of holiday. Backyard parties, barbecuing, dancing, singing, kids running around, bouncy houses, water balloon fights, all the things that we do on the holidays a lot of times. It's this time of hot summer fun and southern sweet tea. Look at how we do it. All right, so we are about to get started. I got a sort of an introduction I'm going to start doing. I'm going to tweak it as we go, but so far my introduction goes as follows. Welcome to Raw Absolute Truth Tarot, where I receive messages from the Most High for the purpose of spiritual enlightenment. Keep in mind that every video may not be for you. Just take what resonates and leave the rest. If I say he, it might be a she. If I say she, it might be a he. Please don't take everything you hear personal. The messages either apply or they don't. So please don't try to make them fit if it doesn't. If it don't fit, don't force it. Just relax and let it go. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell to make sure you are notified whenever I upload a video or whenever I'm online. Thank you for being here. And let's get started. That's my little introduction, y'all. Y'all let me know if I need to add anything, tweak it, take something out, you know. This is our space. Y'all let me know, okay? I'm trying to get the vibe right now to see, I don't know. I don't know yet. So I'm just setting up all my cards. I don't know if I like this music. Sometimes I just be chilling. I'm so tired. So play my playlist and see what happens. And when we do the playlist, this is when you get the commercials, because this is YouTube. So I'll turn it down a little bit. All right. How's everybody? I feel good tonight, y'all. I'm a little tired from the week. It's been really hot, and I know it's been hot just about everywhere. Oh, excuse me. That heat is enough to make you really tired, you know. Is that too loud? I feel like it is. I'm gonna turn it down some. Yeah, much better. All right, what shall we start with, Spirit? What's the tea deck? You sure? Look at block and bless that too. We're about to sit, okay? Spirit, can we get one card to set the tone for the reading? I just need one card for the underlying energy. One card, please. So the card that came out was Drama Magnet, and it's in the reverse. Let's see if you can see it. The Drama Magnet. Okay. Drama Magnet. But it's in reverse. Chaos follows them everywhere. Constant beef, constant stories. Peace feels boring to them. You don't have to join. Excuse me. You can't see the other words. So I'm going to say you don't have to join in with that type of energy. But it is the Drama Magnet card, okay? In the reverse. So someone no longer is a drama magnet, or they're no longer seen as a drama magnet, or they're trying not to be a drama magnet wherever they go. That is the underlying poem. Interesting. This is going to be an interesting read. So is someone trying to change? Is that what it is? Someone don't want to be a drama magnet no more. Maybe they're known for that because the card said everywhere that this person went, they will bring a drama with them and chaos. Have a problem with people, you know what I mean? So let's see. Let's see, Spirit. What do you want to say? That was quick. Got red flags in reverse. Okay. So red flags is in reverse. So was somebody ignoring the red flags? Like, did they ignore them on purpose, or somebody's ignoring red flags? Okay, let's go. Drama magnet. Maybe the person not going to be a drama magnet no more is full of red flags. Maybe. Where you going with this, Spirit? Next card is CEO energy in reverse. So somebody not the man no more, or the woman. They're not a boss babe, or a boss whatever. They're not a boss anything. And the CEO energy, that's in reverse. Maybe being that drama magnet is what caused them to drop status from CEO energy, because the fireworks is getting started. Because at one point they were full of red flags. So either somebody now is ignoring the red flags, or they don't no longer want to be a big red flag. Because being that way and in that drama magnet type of energy with all them red flags has caused them to lose rank in the eyes of people, possibly, where they're no longer viewed as a boss or in good standing. And somebody is unbothered about it. I don't know who it is, but you have the unbothered card. Okay, wait a minute. Red flag, CEO energy, unbothered. So unbothered card is not reacting to nonsense, letting people think what they want, energy focused on your own lane, pieces to flex. So it's someone trying to change their old ways, their low vibrational ways, because of a status drop. Are they doing this to impress someone else? Is that why we have the unbothered card, or somebody they want they want somebody's attention by doing this. So this is not sincere. I thought this person was being for real. We're going to find out. Somebody they're trying to impress that's unbothered with the behavior that they had before, where they were a drama magnet before, and they had all these red flags. And then this behavior caused them to not be in this good light anymore, which the card is saying the CEO energy is in reverse. But then we got the unbothered card in the upright that came out. And I'm thinking, and I could be wrong, we're going to find out, hopefully, that they're doing this to impress somebody. So, but why are you trying to impress somebody by doing this? I thought they was being for real. So my next card that fell out is the mixed signal card. Okay. Let me see if you can see it. Mixed signals. This is the mixed signals card. Okay. Hot and cold. Yesterday, maybe tomorrow. Confusing behavior. Ask for clarity, not excuses. So just like I figured, the energy is kind of a little chaotic. So this person that is trying to supposedly not wanting to be a drama magnet anymore, that be creating problems everywhere they go with everybody. Everybody know that's what they about. That they, they keep stuff going all the time. That was full of all these red flags, and now trying to flip it so that they're not exhibiting all these red flags because it caused them a drop in status. So something was found out about this person to where they're no longer in this good light anymore, the CEO energy. Something happened, maybe something came out where this person was exposed, because I thought this person was being serious at first. But when the unbothered card came out, that's somebody that they're doing this for show. It doesn't seem like it's sincere. And just as I figured that this was not, I had that feeling that that's what it was. This person is sending mixed signals, because it's a possibility this person wants to show up like that to somebody that's unbothered, that's not paying attention to them. They want to show up like this because maybe this person that's unbothered is the type of person that live their life a certain way, and certain things they're not going to accept, like all them red flags. They don't live like that. They don't do those type of things or whatever it is that is causing them to be a drama magnet. And they're coming off as though they have changed their ways, their old ways, or something like that. You say a leopard can't change its spots. Okay. So this person is probably still the same. We're going to see. Hopefully it comes out. They haven't changed. They just want to come off like that to somebody that's not paying attention to them. This person that's not paying attention to them is really unbothered. They're in their own world. They're in their own lane. They didn't drop this person and they living their life, like it's golden. They're not really paying attention to this person. And just as I thought that person was being serious, we get the mixed signal card. And so with this coming out in the upright, this person is sending mixed signals. So to certain people, they're one way, and to other people, they're another way. So this person is not who they're trying to be. Again, another person that's being fake and phony to people to try to impress people. So apparently they got their eyes on somebody in particular that they want to draw attention, the attention of this person to them. So they're going to come off like they don't have no red flags and that they've changed because they have lost status in the eyes of people because some things have come out about this person. Obviously, if they've lost status in the eyes of people. So something happened and they're losing, what do you want to say, clout? Because this seems like a clout chaser. So this person has lost clout with their group and crowd of people that they're around, and being a certain way or being perceived a certain way all these years, and they have lost that clout. That's why the CEO energy is in the reverse. Okay. I don't like the lighting. It's like something that's not right. And I can't get it right. So we're just going to keep going. But the person, the attention that they want is unbothered, does not see them, does not noticing them, is not looking for them. As a matter of fact, if you look at this car and this person got the shades on, they got the headphones on. Of course, now we wear earbuds and see the peace symbols and everything. They're dismissing that cloud that's to the side of them. Here, let me put this down. This cloud is full of, where is it? On that side. This cloud is full of all the garbage and stuff that they left behind. This is the stuff that they are canceling out. This is the stuff that they're meditating about. This is so odd. So they're meditating, they're leaving behind all the heartache, the heartbreak that happened to them, all the mind games, all the abuse, verbal abuse, possibly some physical abuse. This is all the stuff that happened to them, and they're dismissing it. It's like a cloud that's coming up from the ashes. It's like it's been burned down in the mind of this person, and they are choosing peace over anything and trying to heal. And I don't know if this person was involved with this person that's trying to come off as though they don't have no red flags or not. I don't know. I don't really know if that's what this is, if they were once connected at some point. But I feel like this person is trying to what's the word? Impress. But they send in mixed signals because they want to appear one way to this unbothered person, but they're really not this person that they're trying to be. They want to appear like they don't have red flags, but they do. But whatever was exposed about this person, their status has dropped and their clout has dropped with large groups of people. But now they want to act like they've turned over a new leaf, but they, from what I'm seeing, they have not. And that's crazy because there are people out here that will pretend to be, and I said this, I think in my last video live or the one before that, that people do this. They want to appear to be whatever you are in order to get next to you, get close to you, get in your circle, be in your life, to, insert themselves in your life. They will pretend whatever mask they need to put on for the occasion is what they're going to do. Okay. And that's really crazy because people don't know how to be themselves. They got to wear these masks because being themselves, they're so uncomfortable with who they are. But what they don't be realizing is that the more you pretend to be somebody else and this becomes who you are, you forget who you were. You don't even know what that is anymore because you've been pretending for so long. Some people do this all their lives. They develop a whole new, is it character? A whole new, what do I want to say? I guess character, personality. That's what I wanted to say. They will develop a whole new personality over the years and have convinced themselves that this is who they really are now because they have done it so many times in different energies they try to take on that they have muddied the water so to the point that they don't remember who they are anymore. They really don't. And some people, like I said, do this all their lives. They just go around trying to absorb energies to present themselves as somebody else to fit in, which is really crazy to me. That means that you don't have love for yourself, okay? My next card that came out is the Twin Flame card, and it is in the reverse. So it's possible this person is going to try to show up to the person that they're trying to impress. They're also going to try to be like a twin flame to this person. Or they could actually be a twin flame. There are karmic twin flames and divine ones as well. So in this case, it seems like this is a karmic twin flame, but we're going to see. I think it's really weird that people do that, but hey, everybody have their reason for why they do things, whether it makes sense or not. Okay. Listening to Sade, never as good as the first time. I don't know if that's the title of the song. I know she says that, never as good as the first time. Somebody want that old thing back. Maybe they've been out here trying to figure out, find somebody like this person. I don't know what happened between them. So my next card out is going to be the Fake Friends card. Okay. So this person may be dealing with some fake friends or be surrounded by some fake friends, a two-faced company. These are people that smile in their face and talk about them behind their back, and they be shading this person, whether they know it or not. These people pretend to be interested in this person's well-being, what makes them happy, their well-being, what's good for them, and all of that. They pretend to be supportive of all of that, but their agenda really is to sabotage this person. According to this card, they're going to sabotage this person and keep them from being happy because they're not happy. So they'll celebrate this person on their accomplishments, whatever little accomplishments they have or big accomplishments they have, but they secretly trying to sabotage this person. They're trying to sabotage this person. They don't really like this person. I don't even know if this person knows that these people are fake friends or not, but I got a feeling that they do. And this song being on Never As Good As the First Time is what I'm thinking I'm hearing. This is Sade. They remember how it was when they was with this person, so that these two people used to be connected. Okay, they remember how it was, and I feel like the person that they was with realized that this person was not their twin flame because of those red flags. So this person had to have been exhibiting some crazy behavior, okay, and probably abusive in some type of way towards the person that they're trying to get their attention. They were probably abusive to this person when they were in a connection or some type of relationship. Because remember, with this unbothered card, if you look at that cloud next to that person, this is all the pain and the hurt and the abuse that happened to this person that they're releasing. So this person that brings a drama magnet, whoever this person is, this is a collective reading, is trying to get the attention of somebody that they used to be with that is now unbothered and is releasing all the pain and the hurt that they experienced at this person's hands. Whatever this person was or however they were, there were nothing but red flags all over the place with this person. And the unbothered person released them, okay, because of the abuse and all those red flags. And eventually, all their red flags begin to come out in the open, okay? So people begin to discover how this person really is. I don't know if they found out how they treated this person in this relationship as to the reason why they're not together anymore. But whatever these other people found out about their friends and family or whatever it is, it caused them to lose clout. It caused them to lose status. They're now no longer looked at as, like in their power or good dude or emperor or anything or empress like that. They're not no more. Okay. But this person, they're back and forth. They want this person's attention sometimes, and then sometimes they don't. So I get the feeling that they're confused as to what they want. And that was a big red flag. So twin flame in reverse. This is not that person's twin flame. This is why they left. And the drama magnet person is surrounded by a lot of fake friends. I don't know if y'all can hear that song. It's an old Maine Jackson song called Too Good to Be True. That could be the reason why these two people broke up, because maybe the drama magnet thought that this unbothered person was too good to be true when they were in a relationship. I'm just saying. That's what I'm hearing. And by doing that, they probably was abusive towards the unbothered person because they didn't believe that they were, whatever qualities they possessed, those good qualities were real. There are people like that are not used to people being genuine, being good natured, being kind and good to you. There are people that don't. They have experienced a lot of pain and hurt at the hands of other people and destruction and just mistreatment, that when somebody good comes along, they don't recognize it. So this is why it could be too good to be true. Lord. Now, my next card that came out is the backstabbing card in the upright. So just as I said, this backstabbing card says heartbreaking pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, and a shocking attack. So this drama magnet person did attack this unbothered person when they were in a relationship or whatever it was that they was in. They cause heartbreak and pain, separation and loss, deception and lies. They were attacking this unbothered person. And you see it down there. Because they didn't believe, they thought this person was fake. Probably because they have never experienced somebody like this person. So they thought this person was fake. And it seemed to me like they were trying to uncover as though something was hidden, and it wasn't. So in the process of trying to break this person down to prove them not to be who they are, who they were to them, they caused heartbreak and pain. It was a lot of deception, a lot of lies going on. They were attacking this person. Eventually, the unbothered person separated from the drama magnet. Okay. Because they was like, I'm not doing this shit. I'm not. Why would anybody stay with somebody that want to treat them like they don't want to be with them? And it's crazy because when they do that and then the other person leaves, now they want to play the victim and pretend like they don't understand why somebody left. They didn't do anything. But that card said they did. They backstabbed. That's what that card is saying. They backstabbed the unbothered person. So the song said too good to be true. So the unbothered person was good to this drama magnet person. They were good to them in a different kind of way to this person. And the drama magnet person was determined to prove them to be fake. And it didn't work out the way they thought it was because this was a real one for real. They just didn't know it. And they fake friends, that fake friends card that came out, the fake friends that's around them probably told them to do this. And then they laughed behind their back. And the reason they was laughing behind their back was because even they knew that they knew about this unbothered person. They knew this was a real person and they put this person up to this, to do that, to backstab this person. That is horrible. But people do this because they did not want this drama magnet person to be with this unbothered person because they recognized the unbothered person was genuine. And this could have been something wonderful between these two people, something good that had the potential, of being a great thing. But they backstabbed this person listening to these fake friends. Next card that fell out said healing heart. And healing heart says healing a heartbreak, toxicity, or addiction, abusive relationship. Okay. I just said that this was probably an abusive relationship, and here comes a card that's confirming that. And not only did I say that based off of this card with all the stuff that they're releasing, all the abuse you see in that cloud next to that person, all the heartbreak, all the pain, the aches, the verbal abuse, probably physical and mental abuse, depending on the situation. And here we got the healing heart card on here that says abusive relationship. So this was an abusive relationship in some kind of way, mental, physical, spiritual, verbal, and any other way. So it was an abusive relationship. And healing heart is at the top of this card. You see that? That's what this person is doing here, releasing and healing their heart. They are unbothered. Okay. This person doesn't even know that, or either they're learning that the people around them are fake and phony. They're learning. People did not want this person to have a good relationship. And a lot of times when people are like that and they're sabotaging your relationship, is because they're not in a good one. They might not have a relationship at all. They may not have nobody. And then whoever they're with, if they're with anybody, is probably treating them like that. So they don't want none of their friends to elevate past them because people be envious like that. Like, dang, how'd you find that person? Not, oh, wow, you finally found good love. You finally found somebody, that's true and for real. I'm so happy for you. They're not doing that with this person, this drama magnet person. They're looking like, How the hell did he find her? How the hell did she find him? Like, how did that happen? Ain't none of us finding nobody like that. Tell you what. Let's and they whispering to each other, sabotaging and setting them up, and then laughing behind their back, telling them how to sabotage their relationship, probably feeding their ego. People be knowing your weaknesses. And if your ego is if you be in your ego all the time, that's a big weakness. People know how to play you to the left. And they'll make you lose something that you really needed that was given to you. They will do that. Everybody not happy for you. And that's crazy. That's why you got to watch who you surround yourself with. When we was kids, my mama and my grandmother on my dad's side, she would say, and my mother would say, you know, everybody not your friend. Because I used to always want to be friends. You know what I mean? Because I felt like that's what kids do, right? We play together, have fun together, whatever. My mama would tell me, she would say, you know, everybody is not your friend. I had to learn that the hard way, because my best friend when we were little kids. We was little kids. And she kind of turned on me. You know, I don't even know where she at now to this day. And we grown and stuff. That was so long ago. I don't hold grudges. When I say little kids, we were under 10, you know. And, you know, I had to learn that lesson as a little kid. And some of us don't learn it that young. Some of us be old learning. Like maybe this person I think is older. That should know better. But they're something is in the way, keeping them from understanding what they did and how their behavior affected this person. And it's also in the way of keeping them from seeing that they're surrounded by people that's not really their friends. Because the cards say fake friends. Next card up on the deck is old school. Old school. Okay? Now, I like old school music. That's what I'm listening to right now is Alexander O'Neal. What is this? If You Were Here Tonight. That's old school. A little older. I like older than that, but I like old school music. I mean, I just do. And I've always been an old soul. That's just the way I've been. So the old school card is saying outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So this person, I just said, and I'm tripping because I just said this. I just said, excuse me, maybe this person doesn't realize what they're doing, what they've done, how they've affected this person, how they were abusive, how they were seen before. They didn't recognize the red flags. They didn't recognize their behavior, their low vibrational behavior. They didn't recognize that. This person was confused because they thought that they was a twin flame to the unbothered person. They didn't recognize that they're surrounded by fake friends. They didn't recognize none of that. They didn't recognize these fake friends had them sabotage that relationship because they were envious. They didn't recognize that. They didn't recognize none of that. They were toxic. It says toxic or addiction. They might have had some addictions. And addictions is not necessarily DRUGS's. It could be anything. It could be certain type of behavior, certain type of thinking. It could be certain type of physical behavior. It could be a whole lot of things. And the unbothered person is healing their heartache from this person, from this toxic person. And that person was very toxic. Maybe they didn't recognize it as toxicity. Maybe they see it, they don't see it as being toxic. Maybe they might not even see it as being something wrong. You know what I'm saying? They may not think that. You know, they may not think that. Maybe they were raised to think that type of behavior, maybe they saw it in the home and they thought it was normal. Or maybe they hung around as they was growing up. A lot of people in their family could have been toxic. You just really don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this person, old school card, had outdated thinking because they didn't see themselves. They were conditioned. It says it on the card. And I just said they were conditioned, possibly that they saw this at home, growing up, family, friends, groups that they were with, and conditioning is on the card. If that's not crazy, I don't know what to tell you. Okay, anything else, Spirit? So this person, they messed up. They messed up. And I don't know if you guys have noticed it, but in these readings lately, I don't know who you're subscribed to. Thank you for subscribing to me. As a matter of fact, if you're not subscribing, let's stop right now and take the time out. Go ahead and hit that like button for me. And go ahead and subscribe to the channel for me if you would. Go ahead and take that and then do that and then share the video. But yeah, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel at this time and share the video if you would. I do see people sharing the videos. I really appreciate that. I don't know who you're sharing this to, but thank you for sharing the video. But come on over on the side, and if you like this video and any of the others, and go ahead and subscribe and just become a I want to say member so bad. We're not doing members yet. But if just join this family over here. Just join the family. So back to the reading. This person did not see themselves being a toxic person, but everybody else obviously did. And when this came out that they were toxic, they lost the status that they had with all their friends and families and groups and what have you. So that's why the CEO energy card is in the reverse. But they did not see themselves. They want the attention of this unbothered person, but that person is not giving a fuck. They're not paying no attention to this person. But this person is confused because, like I said, they didn't see themselves. They didn't know. And they thought they was this unbothered person's twin flame. They fake friends are sitting around laughing at them because they got them to sabotage and lose this person. And since they lost them, they haven't been able to get this person's attention. So this is why they're trying to act like or pretend, or maybe they really are. But right now it looks like they're pretending that they have changed. They backstabbed this person. They hurt this person. They backstabbed the shit out of this person. They were very toxic and abusive to this person for no reason, because they're listening to their friends put some stuff in their head about this person. They questioned this person's integrity. They questioned this person's character. They questioned this person's intentions and motives. Stuff was put in their head to make them think that this person was after them for the wrong reason. They wanted to be with them for the wrong reason. So they started behaving according to what they were told, and they sabotaged the relationship. They messed up. And this person is trying little tactics, which says to me, if they were already sneaky and manipulative before, this ain't nothing but another form of manipulation. Because why is she pretending that you don't have these red flags unless you really change? An old school card came out, old school card, which lets me know that they're still thinking the same that they was before. Ain't nothing changed. Yep. So my next card is the grounding card, and it came out in the upright. So it says stability and security, performance, growth, and endurance. So this unbothered person is grounding. They're out in nature. They're trying to get themselves together. Okay. They're trying to get themselves together. So they out in the sun, in the dirt with their shoes off, trying to ground. Bring back some stability, because it's very possible when they were with this drama magnet, this toxic person, that they felt unstable. They certainly didn't feel secure. And then performance is on a card. It makes me think of this. The abuse was to the point to where this person was walking around on eggshells, so they had to be a certain way around this toxic person. They had felt like they had to jump through hoops or do certain things just to keep the peace. You know what I mean? Like they pretending. was this. They had to be somebody else just to keep the peace. If that's not toxicity, I don't know what you're going to call it. What else you got, Spirit? Song is on, says watching you. This person is watching this unbothered person. This is Watching You by Slade. This person, this toxic person, is watching this unbothered person. They're keeping an eye on them since they broke up. Why is that, Spirit? Why are they watching this person? Why are they watching this person? Oh, they're watching this person change. Because this person has changed from what they were when they were together. Because we have the butterfly card. See the butterfly? And this card says evolving and growth, next phase, healing the inner child, releasing the past. I asked why are they watching this person? It's because this unbothered person is changing. They're changing. They're growing. They're not the same person. This person is on an ascension journey. This is why a toxic person is watching them. And they also realize that change means that this person is releasing them or has released them already. So this is going to make it harder for them to try to get back with this person or get their attention because they're evolving, they're changing. They're going in a different direction than what it was. Stuff that used to entice them and, hold their attention, they used to participate in with this person, they no longer do that no more because their little tactics that they're doing is what they used to do before. The manipulation and stuff to try to get this person's attention, it's not working because somebody has grown. Somebody has grown up. Somebody is growing to the point to where they're looking at, let me show you this card again where as I tell you this. They are looking at, you see they got the deuces up. You can say deuces or the peace sign. I'm going to say peace sign. If you look at the sun, you see peace signs around the sun. That cloud is all the abuse. Now, you heard of affirmations, right? When you speak good things about yourself and your life over your life, right? You see that cloud? They're releasing, looks like verbally speaking, all the abuse and the stuff that happened to them. They're releasing it verbally. So they're speaking life to themselves by releasing that thing, those things. You see that, right? There's a broken heart at the top. There's a skull. There's the mouth is on there. It doesn't mean kisses. It means verbal abuse. The exclamation points was the harsh words that were said. Also, probably some physical. Some situations there was physical abuse. Some situations it wasn't. Did you have the mental abuse where people felt like they was in cages when this person got done with them? They felt very unstable once they came out of this relationship with this person, this toxic person. So this is that person that endured all of that abuse and got out. And now they're on their peace journey. They're on their healing journey. They're releasing. They're speaking life to themselves and getting themselves back together. They're bringing back their stability. They out in the sun. They grounding. They got their feet out in the dirt. They on the beach. They somewhere out in nature. They trying to get outside away from people. And they're isolating because they have on shades, which they're not wanting nobody to really see their eyes right now. And it doesn't mean they're high. They're not really trying to connect with people via the eyes, which is why they have on the shades and the sun outside. That's another reason. And then they have their headphones on, which they're trying not. So the eye gate and the ear gate, they are closing off from being affected or anything entering that's going to alter or distract them from their healing journey. Okay? You see that, right? So this person was put through it by this toxic person, and they're doing everything they can. Okay? They're doing everything they can to get themselves back together. They are grounding because this person is changing. Who's that? Hi, Suner Fanatka. I think that's how you say that. Hi. Thank you for joining. But yeah, so this person, though, if you look at it, this toxic person is trying to get this other person's attention using the old methods that they used before that used to work. But this is a new person now. This is not the same person. They are literally unbothered. Like they're determined to heal. They're determined to be, you know what I mean, to grow from. They're not in the same situation they was in before. They're not in that no more. You know what I mean? They're not in the same mindset anymore. There's an old saying when I was in church, and I used to go to church. It's an old saying when I first started going to church. And my pastor at that time, he said, everything in you has got to come out. If lying is in you, it's got to come out. If cheating is in you, it's got to come out, and so forth and so on. And I took it a step further with one of my exes, and I said, you can't pull on something that's no longer in me. You understand what I'm saying? So this person is using the same tactics that used to work with this unbothered person, but it's not working anymore. It's really not working. And they are frustrated and they're a little confused because it's not working. They're really trying to come off like they've changed. They have not changed. And whether they change or not, this person is still unbothered. They don't care. They're like, why the hell would I sit back and listen to and get all entangled up again with the stuff that I was freed from? Why am I going to do that? I'm not going to do it. I want to be free. So I'm out in the sunshine and I'm grounded and I'm on my ascension journey, on my path. And my spiritual journey that I'm taking is serious to me. It's very serious to me. This time, I'm going to take this path and I'm not going to get distracted by somebody with old ways of thinking, using the same old tactics they used to use that had me tangled up the first time. So we're not about to do that again. Okay? That's what I'm getting. Anything else, Spirit? Excuse me. That's crazy. People want to lure you back in. They really want to reel you back in to get you back hooked up with them so they can get you back under control. That's what that is. They want to control you because at the time you didn't even know that you were being controlled. But that's what toxicity does to you. It dulls your senses to the point that you're not aware of what's really happening. And that person has control over you. They can control your mind. And once they got that, everything else follows. Once they got the mind, because without the head or the mind, the body does nothing. So if they can get your brain, they can get your mind, they can get your mental messed up, then they got you. You're going to do, in their own little slick way, you're going to do what they want you to do. And you're not even going to be paying attention to that. You're not even going to know. Hit that like button for me, y'all. Hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel for me, please. Appreciate y'all for being here. But it's really crazy when you think about that this is what people do. And we be under, it's like a spell that you're under, that you're not even aware that that's what it is. But you're being controlled mentally. But this person is nothing but drama everywhere they go. So I want to know what about these red flags, because red flags is in the reverse, and how they lost this CEO status. What was it that was revealed, Spirit? Hold on. We're going to use these other cards. Because I want to know what was revealed and where they lost their status. Because they lost, something came out in the open about this person. Maybe some of these red flags was revealed about how this person really was. I don't really know. But something happened to where people no longer look at this person the same way. Okay? And I want to know what that is. What happened? We're going to try to see if we can get an answer as to what was revealed that dropped their status. If you are here and you stay with me so far, you put a 1 in the chat for me, please. A 1 in the chat. Okay. So I want to find out, see if Spirit's going to tell me what was revealed. What was revealed? What was revealed about this person? Let's see. Spirit, what was revealed about this person that took them out of the CEO energy? What was it, Spirit? Something happened. Can you tell me what happened to this person? Let's see if Spirit gonna tell me. All right. So we got the King of Wands in the upright, which says a natural leader, visionary, entrepreneur, big picture, overcoming challenges, mature, and career focus. So maybe this person at first was all of these things. They were coming off as the King of Wands in the eyes of certain people. I don't know if that's a well-polished facade. I don't know if that's how they actually were. But judging by the energy of this reading, I feel like that was fake as well, that they were pretending to be this King of Wands in the upright. And this is the facade that they put out there, and they have been possibly using this facade for a long time. And this is the way people saw them, which is what they wanted, but it was fake, okay? This is why we have red flags out here on the table, okay? So this is how they were presenting themselves, but this is not who they were, okay? Let's put that back just a little bit. Wow. So they were presenting themselves as the King of Wands. So this is how people saw them. They're presenting themselves also as a high priestess in the upright. They were presenting themselves as the high priestess with great intuition and knowledge and divine wisdom, somebody you could trust with high morals. This is, they either was doing this or they're doing this now. Because remember, this is something more recent that they're doing, is trying to get the attention of this person that's unbothered. So this is what they're doing right now. So this says to me, now if they're trying to come off as the King of Wands, and especially the High Priestess card in the upright, if they're trying to come off like this right now, then 9 times out of 10, this person that's unbothered is a spiritual person. Okay, they're on the divine path, as I mentioned before. It's not just just a person that's not into divine things or spiritual things. This is a person that's on that path and probably was on that path when they were with that person. Okay, so if that's the case, then this backstabbing that they did, more than likely the backstabbing was bothering this person about their spiritual path, the divine path that they were on, and the things that they may have practiced. Maybe there was a clashing. Maybe this person, this drama magnet, was religious. And maybe this unbothered person was spiritual, or maybe one was Buddhism, one was something else. I don't know. So they were trying to come off like this other person. And I said that earlier, that they were pretending to be whatever, they needed to be with this person, but they really wasn't that person. This is an old school way of thinking, and thinking that they can come in and try to use the same tactics that they used before, which is probably what they was doing when they was in a relationship. Same thing, pretending to be whatever this unbothered person is, and they're coming back with it again. Okay. But only this time, it's not fooling the unbothered person. So it may have worked before, but it's not working anymore. This unbothered person probably thought that this toxic person wasn't toxic. They probably thought that they had them a really good person, and that they finally had found some, the one, and that this was going to be a great connection, a great relationship. And probably in their head had envisioned this connection being something great for an extended amount of time, possibly forever, and found out that that's not the case, because they did not get their 10 of cups like they thought they was going to get with this toxic person, because that toxic person did not come off as toxic. They came off as a great person, masculine and feminine. They came off as good morals and standards and integrity and all those things. And that's not what it was. And the unbothered person thought they had a good person, and they thought they were going to get this 10 of cups with this person. And they did not get that. They didn't get it. It's crazy how the same energy keep coming out. This must be something that's going around quite a bit, because it's not just coming out in my readings. It's coming out in not only say every reading, but a lot of the readings of the people that I follow. I'm hearing some of the same energy is like running rampant, like desperation to continue to operate in that low vibrational energy. It's like the time is up, and about that energy is, it's time out for that now, and nobody's really want to put up with that no more. And then this type of energy or attachment or whatever the hell it is like it's trying its best to not go extinct. So it's amped up. You know what I mean? It's active. And then the way things are right now, or so much going on, like, you gotta be, I won't say you crazy, but who wants to deal with all of that toxicity? Who wants to operate in that? Who wants to, day in and day out, this is what you're dealing with? Toxicity and backstabbing and heartbreak and pain and deception and lies and being attacked day in and day out, and not being able to relax, and addictions from other people, an abusive type of behavior, and just all this stuff day in and day out. Who wants to deal with that? Everybody don't raise your hands all at once. I think the universe is balancing things right now. There's so much going on in different corners of the earth. This energy is getting active because things is getting ready to get back balanced out. Okay. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Spirit, what is this mixed signal card? Hot and cold. Yes, today, maybe tomorrow. Confusing behavior. Ask for clarity, not excuses. What is this mixed signals card, please? We got the 6 of Cups in the reverse. Living in the past, forgiveness, lacking playfulness, moving forward, leaving home, independence. So this person will sometimes act like they want to be in a relationship, and then sometimes act like they don't. They want to be single. And then sometimes they will act like, they'll have good times with this unbothered person when they were in a relationship. And then later they the exact opposite, they picking on this person, or they're saying something crazy to them. They want forgiveness for their behavior, which is why they're coming in. They want forgiveness because they want to get back in this person's energy and back in their life. And apparently this unbothered person has probably blocked this person out of their life. They're no longer a part of their life. And so they do want forgiveness. But this person is confused because they living in the past, which says to me, now, if they living in the past, because I asked why mixed signals. If they living in the past, then it's very possible something from their past, I don't know how far back, has negatively affected this person, which is why they can't make up their mind about stuff. They can't make a definitive decision about anything. They can say yes when they mean no. They can say no when they mean yes. Instead of saying I don't know and sitting down and thinking about it, they just randomly do something. You know, they don't really think about stuff. So again, this is toxic behavior, back and forth type of behavior. I'm gonna be nice to you right now, but in 5 minutes, I'm not gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna love you all up today, and tomorrow I'm gonna hate your ass. You know, it's like that. Today I'm real affectionate. Tomorrow, don't touch me. I don't want to be nowhere near you. You know what I'm saying? If we having a conversation on the phone, we're gonna be cool talking on the phone. Everything gonna be good. We're gonna make our plans and talk about different things that we normally talk about. Next day when we're talking on the phone, I'm gonna be accusing you of cheating on me because you're not here at the house, or this or that. You did this and did that. You didn't take care of this. You didn't take care of that. If that's not, listen. So this mixed signal card is clarified by the 6 of Cups in the reverses because this person lives in the past. That's something in the past has this person behaving this way. I don't know if it's from a previous relationship or for something from their childhood, but this is why this person is acting the way they have been acting. And they're trying to come off as though they are not, that they've changed, okay? And they want to get with this person. They want to get back with this person. But that person is no longer the same. That growth is phenomenal. And they're looking for a way in, and they feel like, well, if I pretend that I'm on their level, or I'm into what they're into, not necessarily a level, then maybe I can get back in. But you tried that before. And it worked then because y'all was in a relationship, but this person is not the same. So I don't see that happening. I don't see it happening. So Spirit, can you clarify twin flame for me, please? You want to clarify twin flame in the reverse. Clarify that for me, please. Because I think this unbothered person, they want their 10 of Cups, but not with this person. I think they used to want it with this person until they figured out, who they was dealing with. Can you clarify twin flame? If you're in here, you came in, please go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel, please. I appreciate you being here. Spirit, can you? Okay. We're clarifying twin flame in reverse. And what came out is the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Twin flame. So this person, okay. This person wow. So part of this person's problem is that they don't have no self-worth. Okay. Meaning that they don't have no self-love for themselves, which is a part of their problem and why they sabotage this relationship. It could be possibly why they sabotage all relationships. They're out here living beyond their means. They work a lot. If they're working, they work a lot to polish that image that they put out there. They put a lot of work in presenting themselves to be a certain way. It's a lot of work. But their old school mentality keeps them from being genuine because they have not grown any. They don't have no growth. Which is why their mind is not expanding. This is why they have old school ways and old school ways of thinking and behavior. So as they grew older, their body grew older, but their mind is at a standstill. They still operate under the old ways and old ways of thinking and doing things. This person has not over the years gained any self-worth for themselves. They literally are out here doing it for the gram and faking the funk, want to be seen and, coming off like they got things together and everything, they live in a dream, but they really are living beyond their means. This is something this person has done, and they hustle whatever they got to do to keep that image going, to be seen this way. These are not characteristics of a real twin flame. That's why twin flame is in reverse, because this is not the unbothered person's twin flame, okay? So these characteristics is opposite, very opposite of twin flame, okay? Anything else on that twin flame in reverse? Let's see. Got anything else on that twin flame in reverse? Anything on that twin flame in reverse? Yes. You have temperance in the upright. Okay. Temperance is balance, harmony, moderation, patience, being sensible, finding purpose, and finding meaning. So in order to be a twin flame and take that twin flame journey, it's going to take you down through there, okay? So you're going to learn everything about yourself, the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? That's what the twin flame journey is all about, because the person that you're on that journey with, you're going to mirror each other in a lot of ways. So you're going to hold the mirror up to them, and they're going to hold the mirror up to you. So you basically are going to learn about yourself. It's a journey of growth. That's what the twin flame journey is. It's going to balance you in so many ways. So you're going to get familiar with your light side and your dark side, okay? These are things that you can't suppress and hide from. You need to know both sides of you, the good and the bad and the ugly. You need to know these things about you. People are always saying, I know what I would and I would not do. But if you haven't not really taken the journey through to self, there's a lot that you left uncovered that you don't know is there, okay? So you need to be balanced and learn how to be, first of all, you gotta learn how to get along with people. This person is a drama magnet. Chaos goes wherever they go. So they don't know how to get along with people. They bring the drama. They bring the chaos. They bring the problems with them. Like Michael Jackson says, so you want to be starting something, this person always starting something. Okay, that's their characteristic. They don't have the characteristics on this temperance card. They don't have harmony with people. They don't operate in moderation. They do things in excess. They do too much. They gotta shine, super shine. They gotta be seen. They gotta be seen. They gotta be the life of the party all the time. The loudest person in the room with the most emptiest head. Ain't nothing up there, just running their mouth. They're not a patient person. This person is impulsive. They're not a sensible person. They make rash decisions. They kind of jump. That impulsiveness I told you about. And they need to find their purpose. And they have not done that after all this time. They don't even know why they're here. A lot of us don't know why we're here. A lot of us don't even know about a journey to self and what that is. So it's a lot of people that are just now learning about spiritual paths and stuff like that and numbers, and they're just now learning about it because this is stuff that was considered taboo. What we're gonna hear coming up as a kid is stuff about church. You're not gonna be taught this. It's not nothing openly discussed as a family discussion or something that the family embrace and is passed down from one generation to the next. Spirituality actually finds you. You don't go looking for it. It's not like you can sit back and say, well, my mom was a spiritualist, my grandmother was a spiritualist, and my great grandfather, and 4, 5, 6 generations back. So this is in our blood. You don't hear that. What you hear is my mom was a Christian, my dad was a Christian. And I'm just using Christian. It could be my dad was a Buddhist and somebody else was this and blah, blah, blah. It could be anything. You know what I'm saying? But just because this is more familiar, I'm using that. So my mom was a Christian. My dad was a Christian. My grandmother was a deacon. And this is so and so and so. She was on the mother's board, blah, 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 blah. It's often the whole family is in the church. And this is what we're used to. Okay. You understand what I'm saying? It's not something that's talked about. It's not, I'm going to pass spirituality down. I'm going to pass this information about your spiritual walk, your spiritual path. I'm going to pass it down to you. And you're going to pass it down to your kids. That's not what you hear. So this person doesn't have those characteristics at all. Okay. They don't know what the twin flame journey actually is. They think they know. Okay. So they want to come off as though they do. So this is what's happening. Okay. They got to have these characteristics. They need to learn how to have that temperance, how to have that balance. Okay. Anything else? But they want this person. They want this person back really badly. Above anything else, no matter what they are or what they're into, how compatible or incompatible these two were, whatever happened, the abuse, whatever caused them to break up, the backstabbing. While this person is healing, this person, the drama magnet, the toxic person, they want this person back really badly. They want them back. And the Lover's card. And see, I hadn't even looked at it and it fell out. There's a Lover's card. What did I just say? What did I just say? That they want this person back. That's why the Lover's card is out here. So the Lover's card is out here. They want to have a beautiful relationship with this person. So it's possible they may want to change. They may want to take this path, the spiritual path, with this unbothered person. They want love and harmony in the relationship. They want a great partnership, actuality, passion, values, alignment. They want a deep love, the strength of two together. And they probably remember how it was when they were together and this person was trying to love them. And this person showed them how a healthy relationship can be. It's something they probably just wasn't used to or have never really experienced, like genuine. And so I guess after all of this drama that happened with them, since they bring in the drama with them, that something came out about them and they lost this status, the CEO, this boss energy status. They lost that because of something that came out. Probably all their red flags, all their dirty laundry came out. I don't know how it came out, but it came out. These fake friends and sabotaged them. Maybe that's what it was. The information that probably came out about this person, not only their red flags, but this person is finding out that those fake friends around them set them up to lose. And so maybe they're examining themselves. This old school thinking, watching this other person ascend and heal, move on in their life. Maybe they feel like they're being left behind. It could be it. You know what I'm saying? But that Lover's card came out to say, hey, this is what I want. I didn't know I wanted this the whole time like I did. I think I'm ready to take that journey. So it's possible that's what it is. You got the Queen of Wands and the upright. Courage. Yep. Okay, so this person is ready. This is the Queen of Wands and the upright. They are finding the courage to turn over a new leaf. That's why this Queen of Wands and the upright is here. They're finding the courage to do that. They're getting their confidence back. They're getting their independence back, which means they're getting ready to cut off all these fake friends. And they determined to get back with this person. So they are making changes. They are making some changes. So it's really beautiful, actually, that they're willing to do that because they don't want to lose this person. They really don't. And we got the world card in the upright on here. Okay. It came up. And it says completion, accomplishment, wholeness, attainment, fulfillment, travel, celebration of life, and arriving. So this person is really wanting to do things with the unbothered person and get back and do it better than they did the first time. So and this is earth sign energy here. Ten of Clubs is water sign Pisces. I'll tell y'all all the signs before I close it out. Okay. But this is the world card in the upright. So this person is want to be able to get back with this person so they can move forward in life together. They want to be able to look back after they've gotten back with this person and see some beautiful things. You know, they want to change history. They don't want the memory of what happened with this person to be the only thing that is there. You know what I'm saying? So they want to make new memories with this person and do some things with this person, be fulfilled and travel and, you know, live and love and have a wonderful relationship. So that's what's out here on this table. And I'm just wondering though, you know, like I never did get no clarification for the fake friends because none of that was for the fake friends. This was for the other two people. So let me see if I can get fake friends and then we're gonna close it out. Okay. Let's see. Uh-oh. What do we have for fake friends, Spirit? What do we have for fake friends, Spirit? Whoa. Exactly what I said earlier. These fake friends betrayed this drama magnet, this toxic person, and that toxic person in turn betrayed the unbothered person. So for fake friends in the upright, the 7 of Swords in the upright came out to clarify. You know, right here. Okay. So those fake friends, and it says it on this card, betrayal, deception, getting away with something, acting strategically, and trickery. So they tricked this person out of their spot with this unbothered person. That's what they did. Their friends tricked them out of their spot with this person. And I said earlier that these people did not want this person to have this wonderful relationship because they knew that this unbothered person was a good person. This was somebody that's going to be good for them. This was somebody that was going to help them to grow. This was somebody that was going to point them in the right direction. This is somebody that was going to help them to come out of their toxic behavior and heal whatever their past traumas was. This is somebody that made them happy. They've never seen this person happy before like that. They had never seen them smiling like that. They'd never seen them, like their head is in the cloud. They've never seen them like pull back from the activities that they were doing. They have never seen that. They never heard them talk a certain way that they was talking when they talk about this unbothered person. They've never seen that. They've never seen it before. And so they fixed their mouths to come to this person. They all agreed to betray this person to trick them out of their spot. And that's exactly what happened, and they lost them. Because of envy. How did they find that person? Where did that person come from? They may have even asked this person, where did you find that person? Not in the wow, where did you find him? Or it was more like, where do you find that person at? How is it that you found somebody good? Like, why are you the one that gets to get somebody good? Why is it that person didn't deserve it? Why do you get to be happy in a relationship? Why do you get to be the one that's blessed? So it seems to me there was jealousy and envy there. They did not want this person to come out of toxicity. They did not. That's why the Seven of Swords and the upright is here. But you know what? All that they did to sabotage this person, to make them not be with this person, make them not want, they probably lied on this unbothered person. They probably said a lot of stuff about this person. And all of that they did still didn't stop this person from wanting to be with them. So what was it all for? Anything else, Spirit? Because we're about to close it out. Yes, we are. I am so glad you guys were here with me. Those of you that did come, whether you stayed or not, thank you for being here. I appreciate that so much. Please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Even if you missed the live, please go ahead and do that. If you watch the video later, like, share, and subscribe. We're going to get these numbers up. So this is just, I feel like I'm getting the same messages over and over again. This is the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. And this is just describing this person that they were greedy, whatever it is that they were doing. This is just a description of the characteristics of this person and their toxicity. They were greedy, they were possessive, they were stingy, they were overspending. And everything they did, they thought to themselves that a lot of the stuff that they were doing was self-preservation or protecting themselves. That's all that is describing that person and their toxicity. For the life of me, I know they sit right now, sitting back, watching this person move on. And they probably want to know if this person is with somebody else because they can't get that person's attention. They're probably trying to figure out, what is it that they're doing that's more important than them, which is toxicity 101. Why are you not paying attention to me? I'm going to repackage myself. So why you're not paying attention to me? What are you doing? Who you with? What's got your attention? You got to be talking to somebody else. He got to be talking to somebody else. Oh, boy. Nope. So this person is not talking to anybody else. This unbothered person, they got these headphones on. They're not talking to nobody else. Here is the Four of Cups in the reverse. Okay. They're not talking to nobody else. They literally are on a spirit path, on a journey. They're not trying to be with nobody right now. This person trying to heal. That's what this is. They're trying to heal. They're not trying to take that one cup. Whatever they was offering to them, they're not trying to take it. That's why it's in the reverse. You see them cups? Then you got one coming out the cloud, right? Hold on. You see that? She's sitting there with her arms folded. She ain't trying to take that. Or he ain't trying to take that. And this person is becoming aware, that this person is the unbothered person is choosing happiness. They're not paying no attention to them. They're like, no. They're withdrawn. They've retreated. Possibly went on a retreat. Some type of spiritual retreat. Who knows? But this person is checking to see if anything that they're doing is affecting them. No, it's not. And no, they're not with nobody else. They feel ignored. And they've never felt that before from this person. And it is really bothering them. Look at them all. Tired of looking like, wait a minute. This usually works and it's not working. The King of Pentacles in reverse. The greedy, indulgent person. Material loss. Oh, this person. Oh. Wow. So this is the King of Pentacles in reverse, okay? It just popped out. I didn't even ask a question. This is somebody that operated in their greed. And whatever they have done, remember I said earlier that something had to happen in order for them to lose their status and all their clout or whatever they were, this polished image that they had. And this card says greed is the issue. They were indulging in things. They were overspending, overdoing it, doing too much. I mentioned that earlier too. They were obsessed with getting wealth. They were obsessed with material possessions and money and status, but they don't know how to manage money because it says financially inept, which means they don't handle money well. So they can get money. They may have the ability to always get money, but they don't keep money. So they don't manage their money very well. And maybe this last time, whatever it was that happened, got out in the open about maybe they fell off. It's possible that they fell off. It's possible that they fell off. Okay? And that's what got out. Maybe they're not doing so well like they used to. And this is what got out. Maybe something they did didn't turn out the way they wanted it to, but whatever it is that they did wasn't a good thing. And that information about what they did got out in the open and spread around. And now people are looking at them. They're looking at them because they've fallen off because of what they did. So this information got out here, and now people are looking at them sideways. They're not looking at them as like the boss that they was. They're looking at them like the dummy or something like this. Bless their little heart. Bless their little heart. I want to say that. That's what that card said. Greed. That is crazy. Oh boy. Do you have anything else, Spirit, so we can close this out? We're an hour and 30 minutes in, hour and 31 minutes in. Can I please get you to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, please? Thank you to those that have already done so and that have stuck with me throughout this video. So let that be the, oh gosh. I thought that was one card, y'all. That's 3. Oh my God. 4. We got 4 cards on the floor. Are you kidding me? Should I take these? There's 4 cards. No. I'm not feeling that. It's 4 cards. We're trying to close out. I just need one more card, Spirit. I just need 4 cards, or 1 card. Oh, Lord, just one. Just one. That's all I need. I'm gonna get one. Yep, there we go. This last card is the Fool in the upright. This card says new beginnings, possibilities, innocence, spontaneous optimism, trust in life, blind faith, adventure, opportunity, and pleasure. So I feel like this is pertaining to the unbothered person that they're having a new beginning right now in their own life without this toxic person. There's endless possibilities for them. They maintain their innocence throughout the abuse. A lot of you all that have been through something similar, the abusive type of relationships, have managed to stay intact enough that you've maintained your innocence. If you haven't experienced it yet, and once you get out of a toxic relationship, 9 times out of 10, they're gonna drag your name through the mud. You know what I'm saying? It's a smear campaign. It's almost inevitable, especially if you ignore them and you don't allow them back into your life. You're not communicating, you cut off contact. You can almost count on them to do a smear campaign on you, which is talk about you to all your friends and any friends that they have that's connected to your friends and your family. They're going to reach out to everybody around you to desecrate your name, to desecrate your legacy, desecrate who you are. This is what they do. So you can expect that to happen. But for a lot of you have come out of those type of relationships and you've maintained your integrity and your innocence. This is what this card is all about. And you're being very optimistic about your life moving forward, because now you don't have that person in your life that was holding you back. Okay. Because a lot of times when you're with toxic people, this is what happens. They do hold you back. They do be trying to stop you from moving forward. They see your potential and they try to block that. You understand what I'm saying? And you put trust back in life. You have blind faith. You're very adventurous and looking at opportunities around you and enjoying and having pleasure in different things that you like or you love or something to that effect. So you have maintained your innocence and your outlook on life in a positive way. You see the glass as halfway full instead of halfway empty. You're moving forward. You're open to new love. You're open to new things, new opportunities. You're outgoing, adventurous. You're still trying to, you're still the same person that you was before you got with this person. And that goes to say that you have resilience. You see what I'm saying? You snap back. And that reminds me of when some women, when they have babies, and once they had a baby, their body snapped back. They back to who they was before they had the baby. Don't even look like they ever had any kids. They back to that size they were before. Some of us don't, but some of us, some of us did. You know what I'm saying? When I was younger, my first child, snapped back, easy. But the older you get, it seems like but you were able to do that. You were able to get out of this toxic relationship. You came out intact. Your mind was still intact. There was some damage. I'm not saying that you weren't damaged, but your mind was intact. You still knew what direction you wanted to go in. You didn't give up on life. You didn't look down on life. You didn't give up on love. You didn't give up on your dreams or your hopes or your aspirations. You didn't give up on none of that. You still look at the world as plenty of opportunities out there for you. You look at things that's going to happen, that's going to be good. You're not negative when you came out of that. You maintain all of that. This is something that the universe can work with. You still giving thanks. You still waking up in the morning thankful just to be alive, even if things are not the way you want it to be, even though you may not be where you feel like you should be, because you may have come down a little bit when you was in that relationship and you're not fully who you were before, but you on your way and you haven't given up and you striving and you keep on moving. You see what I'm saying? You keep on moving, and this person is watching you, because not only did you get escape, and I'm going to say escape because that's what I heard. Not only did you escape, okay, you came out almost unscathed. You got some wounds, but you healing and you growing, and you completely turned your back on that mess. And now, since you went through this, let me tell you something else. You're able to recognize it now. The behavior that you saw from this person taught you how to recognize it. So in a sense, it has helped you, but it pushed you towards your elevation, because had that not happened, you wouldn't be on your spiritual path right now. And had you not left, you wouldn't have went on a spiritual path at all. That's for some of y'all. Okay? This is a collective message. It's not for any star sign. Take it as it resonates. If it doesn't apply, then it's not for you. Okay? So this is the conclusion of this video at this time. I would like to say thank you for joining me. Thank you for those that did stop in and stop by. Thank you for stopping by to spend time with me today. Thank you for those that did make comments. If you happen to see this video after it is over with, as I mentioned before, you can still like, share, and subscribe. Please do leave. You can leave comments then. After the video is over with, you still are more than welcome to leave comments on this video. Okay? And what I am getting ready to do is enjoy the rest of my night and relax. Maybe curl up on the couch with my cat. How about that? I hope you enjoyed this. And I hope you have a good weekend. Happy 4th of July to those that share. Those that celebrate the 4th of July. Happy 4th of July to you guys. And we will see you on the next one. I want you to know Peace, love, and light.